Well, hello there. Thank you for joining us here at Coolest Life. My name is Tony, and I'm here to bring you to A.W. Rawson Lodge number 145 in Pecatonica. That's right, I said that right. See, look, I put the name right there. Pecatonica Lodge in Illinois. So come on, join us. Come on, take you a tour of this lodge. And it already told me I could go upstairs and we'll sit in the lodge. So we're gonna have a good time here because I'm giddy like a little schoolgirl because I've never been to an Illinois lodge before. So I'm looking forward to see their opening and closing, and who knows, they might have some degree work. I don't think they are today, but they are having an officer installation, so I'm looking forward to that. Come on and join us as you just entered the Coolest Life, Masonic Edition. So we are upstairs, and I do have a nice dining room downstairs. So this is actually their sign-in. It's like a secretary's desk, but it's where they have their signage book, and they've got this is their stairwell, and they've actually got this one here that wraps around. It doesn't stop. A lot of these rails we'll see, these chairlifts will actually go down and they'll stop. You have to switch chairs or whatever. I've seen a lot of those. So before we go in the lodge room, I wanted to show you this. They've got this sitting here. I was wondering, what is this? One thing it does is it holds a Tyler sword, which of course got Knights Templar, as most Masonic swords have Knights Templar markings, but they've got this. It's got their visitor aprons, or anybody's aprons that wants to come in here. They put those on in there. Got a nice seating room out here. Sorry. And the secretary's going there. And I'm going to start right here at the senior warden station. One thing I do like about these staffs here, you don't see this a whole lot. Most staffs you see, they're straight, they're all the way down. You don't see any grip handles, grip where you're supposed to hold on to them at. You don't see that a lot. One thing I like about this lodge is everything matches too. All the chairs, like this chair matches that chair, matches those chairs. You don't see that a lot. Typically you see pews going all the way down the wall. And let's look at these columns here. Columns are real nice. That's about the size of a basketball there, about 7 feet up or so. It's a good set. There was a fire in this building. Didn't burn down the whole building, but really took some heavy damage, and so they've redone all the new sconces here, everything down maybe 10 to 6 years ago or something like that. So it's relatively new, the inside, not the outside, as you can tell by the early pictures. Not the outside, of course. The outside is still original. And by the looks of this, there's no Eastern Star that meets here. As you can see, there's no Eastern Star symbolisms that you would often find in the lodge room. I would say that this lodge was very well attended. They had probably 12 or 14 brothers on the sidelines. The worshipful master did wear his top hat, and you've got a ballot box here. That ballot box is pretty common that we see.
We had one of the older brothers. Mm-hmm. He used to come in and play the piano with the
really?
To Brother John Reining. And he just got too old. And it was kind of unique.
Yeah. Really like this chair. It's definitely different from the other chairs. One, it's got a Masonic logo on it.
The tall one in the middle right there?
Yes.
That came from the Winnebago.
So this came from Winnebago Lodge.
This is the one we used to have.
That's nice. That one doesn't look quite as comfortable there. That's for sure. That looks a little lumpy there in the center. This one looks much nicer here. I like all the podiums that they have here all match too with the same curvature that they have here at the bottom. And I like the working tools that they have down here. Got to set inside the box, the rest of them. And of course the worshipful master's pointing upward there to include his. They got the G. And you also saw the blinds. All the blinds are matching. So it's a really nice touch. You can tell an interior decorator, my guess, someone with a lady's touch had a hand in the design of this. Just a guess, just a guess. Because most men, I would say, don't think of curtains like this. I've actually never seen these in a lodge. They're really nice though. It's a good touch. Overhead projection system. They probably use that for some of the degree work, as most lodges do. And you've got your junior warden section over here. I want to mention something else about this gavel. All the stations had a gavel like this. I don't think I've ever seen a gavel stand that looks like this. I've seen some that would hold it like a marshal's baton, which I'm going to show you in a minute. But normally they don't see that there. And I talked to them about the column here, and there's a reason that it's laying down, but you have to become a Mason to figure that one out. And before I get to the altar, which I normally close with, I want to show you this baton over here. They had a marshal sitting here today. There was installations. They had installations, and most lodges that have a marshal will definitely use them during installations, but typically most lodges don't use a marshal. But this one here is actually engraved. And then it's got these tassels on the end zone, which I think I've ever seen. And most batons that I see are about 6 inches shorter than this. They're not nearly this big. But it was nice to see that. And they were obviously using a marshal today because they were doing installations. So let's look at this altar here. It looks like it may open there. I'm not going to open anything. That's a nice altar. They've also got their 3 lesser lights that they have buttons to turn those on, or they actually pull up. Those are pretty neat. So these buttons actually pull upward. I don't think I've ever seen a set like that. That's real unusual. I think we were just at a lodge and they had one single button that turn them all on, and others, they actually put candles there. But let's take a look at the Bible. I want to see if it's a Masonic Bible. Don't know if it is. May not be. Huh. Okay. Oh, looky there. Looks like the building of the quarries. Ancient accepted Scottish Rite Record. Freemasonry in the Holy Bible. Nice touch. A lot of these Bibles are different. I like the biblical references to Freemasonry that they have in these. Some have more pictures. Some have more information about past presidents of the United States that were Masons. Hope I'm putting this back right. I don't know if I did or not. But it's a really nice setup there at their altar. So if you're ever in Pecatonica, spelled P-cat on ice. Pecatonica here in Illinois, it's north central Illinois. It's pretty close to Wisconsin. I don't think they're 20 miles from Wisconsin, but they're dead center of the state almost. But come join these brothers at A.W. Rawson Lodge number 145. I'm sure they'll welcome you. Boy, did they have a good meal. They had a brother here that cooks. That's what he does for a living. It was a great meal. You definitely want to come here. If at all anything else, come for the meal. And of course, the attendance. They had a great attendance at this meeting. So be sure to like and subscribe and tell your friends about this video. And be sure to check out some other videos that I have from Masonic buildings from around the country. Because you're now living the coolest life, Masonic edition.